Okay, so have you ever wondered about altars? Yeah,
Altars.
like those kind of mystical looking things you see?
Oh, yeah, like in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. So today we are diving deep into the world of altars.
That sounds really cool.
We're going to figure out, what they're really all about.
Awesome.
What's the deal with altars?
Well, it's funny you should mention the movies because,
Because they always get it wrong.
yeah, they often do. Altars are actually super personal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like a reflection of whoever creates them. And, they're found in cultures and spiritual practices
Yeah.
all over the world.
So I guess it's not just about
Not just chanting in robes.
yeah.
You don't have to.
I have to admit that's kind of what I pictured.
Right. It's a common misconception.
Hmm.
But, think of an altar as like a
Okay.
physical representation of your intentions.
Okay.
A place to connect with something bigger
Oh,
than yourself,
I like that.
whatever that may be. And the guide we're looking at today called First Altar.
First altar.
Yeah, it really emphasizes that it's a journey,
A journey.
yeah, of self-discovery
Oh, wow.
as much as anything.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. But where do you even...
Where do you begin?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
How do you even start with something like this?
That's where you got to get clear on like
Like your purpose.
your why. Yeah. What's drawing you to this idea
Hmm.
in the first place?
Yeah. What is it?
Are you seeking a space for meditation,
Oh, interesting.
a way to honor your ancestors?
Hmm.
Or maybe, just a focal point for your connection to nature?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good question, I think, for me.
Yeah, what is it?
I think it's about finding a sense of stillness.
Stillness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And grounding
Right.
in the midst of just like a crazy busy life.
I feel that.
Like creating a little pocket of peace.
Oh, I love that.
Just for me.
That's beautiful. That's a really beautiful intention.
Thank you.
And that's actually, what's going to inform, like,
Really?
yeah, all the choices you make when you create your altar.
Wow.
Everything from the location
Okay.
to the objects
The objects.
you choose will reflect that.
Wow. So it's not just about like throwing some crystals and candles together.
No, it's not about just like throwing
No,
things.
actual thought behind it.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
Each element
Okay.
should hold meaning for you
Okay.
and support like your overall intention for this altar.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So for example, let's say you choose like a smooth grounding stone
Oh.
to represent like stability.
Oh, stability.
Yeah. And then you could have a calming scent like lavender
Oh, lavender.
to invite a sense of peace.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm starting to get the picture now.
Good.
But wouldn't you need like a dedicated room
Oh, no, 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 no.
for all of this? I live in a tiny apartment and I can barely fit my yoga mat in there, let alone an altar.
No, that's okay. Really?
That's a common misconception.
Hmm.
The guide actually like encourages you to be flexible
Flexible.
when it comes to location.
Oh, okay.
It can be literally anywhere.
Anywhere.
Like a corner of your bedroom,
Oh.
a windowsill, a shelf.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's more about the energy you bring
The energy.
than the square footage.
That's a relief. I was already envisioning having to move apartments.
No. You don't have to do that.
Okay.
What matters most is that the location
Okay.
feels good
Feels good.
to you.
To me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that it like aligns with your purpose.
Oh.
You're seeking stillness, right?
Yeah.
So maybe like a quiet corner
A quiet corner.
where you can be alone
Okay.
with your thoughts is ideal.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say I found my quiet corner.
Okay. You found it.
Yeah. What's next? Do I just start piling on the crystals?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Hold on. There's an important step
What's that?
before you do that.
Okay.
It's called cleansing the space. Cleansing. You mean like dusting?
Well, physical cleaning is part of it,
Okay.
but energetic cleansing.
Energetic cleansing.
Yeah, it's about clearing out any like stagnant or negative energy and creating like a fresh, vibrant space for your altar.
Okay, now you're getting all mystical on me.
Uh-huh.
How do you actually cleanse energy?
Oh, well, there are different methods.
Okay.
And the guide explores a few.
Okay.
Some people burn herbs,
Er,
like sage
er,
or Palo Santo.
Palo Santo.
The smoke
Yeah.
is thought to carry away negativity.
Oh, interesting.
Others use cleansing sprays
Sprays, okay.
made with essential oils.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can even like visualize light filling the space.
Oh,
Probably.
burning sage, huh? Isn't that a bit controversial these days.
Oh, yeah.
Cultural appropriation and all that.
You're right to bring that up.
Okay.
There's been a lot of discussion around
Yeah.
the ethical use of white sage in particular.
Okay.
So if you do choose to use it,
Yeah.
it's important to do your research.
Okay.
Source it responsibly.
Yeah.
And approach it with respect.
Respect. Okay.
For its origins.
Got it.
Yeah.
Good point. So what are some alternatives then if someone doesn't feel comfortable with sage?
Plenty.
Okay.
Rosemary is a great option.
Rosemary.
And it's readily available.
Okay.
Or you could go with a simple cleansing spray.
Oh.
Made with just water and salt.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a few drops of lavender essential oil.
Of lavender.
Yeah.
Yeah. The visualization thing sounds interesting too.
Yeah.
I'm all about keeping things simple and low maintenance.
Oh, yeah. Visualization is super powerful.
Cool.
You can just imagine like a bright white light.
White light.
Yeah. Just filling the space.
Hmm.
Washing away any negativity.
Oh.
And infusing it with like positive energy.
Nice.
The intention is key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I found my spot. I've cleansed the space. Now I'm ready to actually build this altar right. What kind of stuff goes on it? Is there a specific list of items I need? Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
There are common elements that you'll find in many, altar traditions.
Okay.
But the guide is very clear.
Okay.
It's about choosing objects that resonate
Really?
with you
Great. Okay.
and your purpose.
So no need to rush out and buy a crystal collection.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's about the meaning,
The meaning.
not the number of items.
Okay.
So think about your intention for the altar.
Okay.
That desire for stillness and grounding.
Right.
You mentioned
Yeah.
what objects represent those qualities.
To me.
Yeah, to you.
Let me think.
Take your time.
I have this smooth stone I picked up on a beach walk a few years ago.
Oh,
It just felt so calming and solid.
calming and solid.
Yeah, in my hand.
I love that.
And maybe a small plant, something green and vibrant
Yeah.
to represent growth and connection to nature.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's a great start.
thank you.
Those objects already hold personal meaning
Yeah, they do.
for you,
Yeah.
which makes them perfect. Perfect. Okay. For your altar. And I can always add more items as I go along.
Of course.
Okay.
Let your altar evolve organically.
Okay. I like that no pressure to create a masterpiece on day one.
No pressure.
But how do you know what else to add?
Well, let's explore that in part 2
Okay.
of this deep dive.
Sounds good.
Think about the different elements:
Okay.
earth, air, fire, and water.
Oh, the elements.
Yeah. And what objects might represent those for you, given, your intention
Right.
of creating this peaceful
right.
and grounded space.
Ooh, that's intriguing. I can't wait to unpack that more.
Me too.
Okay, so before the break, we were talking about objects that resonate with me.
Yeah. You had that smooth beach stone.
Right. And a little plant.
Yeah, to represent growth and connection to nature.
Exactly. But then you mentioned something about the elements.
Yes. The elements can be really helpful for expanding your altar and bringing in different energies.
Okay, but how does that work exactly? Do I need a bucket of water on my altar?
No, not literally.
Okay, good.
It's more about symbolic representation.
Oh, symbolic.
Okay, so for earth, you already have
Like my stone and plant.
yeah, your grounding stone and your plant.
Okay.
But you could also add a small bowl of sand or salt.
Oh, I see. So it's about capturing the essence of the element.
Exactly.
Okay.
Not literally putting it on display.
I like that.
Yeah. And then for air,
Air. Okay.
you could think about things that represent movement.
Movement.
Yeah, or lightness.
Lightness. Okay.
So like a feather,
Oh.
a small bell,
Oh.
or even just a space that's intentionally empty.
Empty.
Yeah, to symbolize the flow of air.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like the feather idea. I have one that I found on a hike that always reminds me of being out in nature.
Perfect. See those personal touches.
Yeah.
Now for fire,
Fire.
candles are kind of a classic choice,
Oh, yeah.
representing transformation and light.
Right.
But you could also use a piece of volcanic rock.
Volcanic rock.
Yeah. Or even a picture of a sunrise or sunset.
Oh, I see.
Anything that speaks to you.
Yeah, candles definitely fit that stillness vibe I'm going for.
I bet.
I can just imagine myself lighting a candle and just taking a few deep breaths
Yeah.
to unwind after a long day.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
And lastly, we have water.
Water.
This element often represents emotions,
Okay.
intuition, and flow.
Flow.
A small bowl of water is a common choice.
Okay, a bowl of water.
But you could also use a seashell,
Oh, a seashell.
a piece of sea glass,
Sea glass.
or even a picture of a river or ocean.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
This is making so much more sense now. I'm starting to see how each element adds another layer of meaning
Yeah.
and energy to the altar.
It really ties it all together.
Yeah.
It's like creating this little microcosm
Microcosm.
of the natural world, a space where those energies can harmonize and support your intentions.
So I have my elements figured out. Objects are starting to come together. Is there anything else I should consider when actually arranging all of these things on my altar?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
The guide emphasizes that there's no right or wrong way
No right or wrong way.
to arrange your altar.
Okay, good.
But there are a few helpful principles
Okay, lay it on me.
you can keep in mind.
I'm all ears.
First, consider having a central focal point.
A focal point.
Yeah, something that draws the eye
Okay.
and represents like the core intention of your altar.
Like a centerpiece.
Exactly.
Okay.
This could be your most meaningful object,
Okay.
like a candle, a statue, a crystal, whatever feels most significant to you.
I think I'd like to use that smooth stone I found as
Oh.
my centerpiece. It just feels so grounded and peaceful.
Perfect. That sounds like a wonderful representation of your intention.
Thank you.
From there, you can start to arrange your other objects around it.
Okay.
And just intuitively feeling out what looks and feels. Balanced and harmonious.
So no need to get out a ruler and measure everything perfectly.
Not at all.
Okay, good.
Trust your instincts
Okay.
and let your creativity flow.
I'm starting to think this altar thing is going to be less intimidating
Yeah, less intimidating.
and more fun than I originally thought.
Good. Should be fun.
Yeah.
Creating an altar should be like a joyful
Yeah.
and personal experience.
So let's say I've arranged everything and my little altar is starting to take shape. Is there a final step? Some kind of grand opening ceremony?
You're talking about the dedication.
The dedication.
Yeah. Dedicating your altar is a powerful way
Powerful.
to infuse it with your intention
Okay.
and to mark its activation as like
As like,
a sacred space.
what kind of dedication are we talking about here? Do I need to sacrifice a goat or something?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
Nothing quite so dramatic.
Okay.
The guide offers several like simple,
And meaningful way
okay, what are some of them?
to dedicate your altar.
I'm curious. You could light a candle, say a prayer or an affirmation, offer a small gift,
Okay.
or simply spend some quiet time
Quiet time.
at your altar,
Okay.
like meditating or journaling.
I think I'd like to light a candle.
Oh, yeah.
I love the symbolism of light dispelling darkness
Yeah.
and the act of physically marking a new beginning.
Beautiful.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it,
I bet.
but I have to admit I'm a bit worried about the keeping it going part.
Oh, yeah.
I tend to be a set it and forget it kind of person.
That's where the idea of maintenance comes in.
Maintenance. Okay.
It's a perfect segue into part 3
Oh,
of our
perfect.
deep dive.
All right, we'll be right back to discuss that. Okay, so we're back, and I'm really feeling this whole altar thing now.
That's great.
But as I mentioned, before,
Yeah.
I'm not great at, keeping things up.
Yeah. Keeping it going.
Is maintaining an altar going to be, another chore
That's a really good question.
on my to-do list?
And honestly, it's a concern a lot of people have.
Really?
Yeah. But the beauty of it is that
Okay.
it's meant to be like a living,
The living,
evolving space.
not a museum exhibit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maintenance is less about rigid routines
Okay.
and more about just staying connected.
So less chore and more check-in then.
Exactly.
Okay. I like
Think of it like tending a garden.
Oh.
You wouldn't just like plant a seed
Right.
and then ignore it.
You got to water it.
You water it.
Yeah.
You read it.
Yeah.
Maybe even rearrange things
As it grows.
as it grows. Yeah.
Okay, that analogy makes sense.
Good.
So what are some ways to tend to an altar then?
Well, we talked about cleansing before, right?
Yeah.
So continuing to cleanse your altar space
Okay.
regularly,
Hmm.
whether it's with, smoke or sprays or visualization,
Yeah.
it just helps keep the energy fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah, and aligned
Aligned. Okay.
with your intentions.
So it's kind of like hitting the reset button.
Yeah, like a refresh.
Energetically speaking.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Take that.
And then as you go about your life,
Yeah.
you might find new objects that resonate with you. Things that reflect your growth.
Growth.
Yeah, or changing needs.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to add those
To my altar.
to your altar, yeah.
Okay.
Or, swap out items that no longer feel relevant.
No, just the other day I was at a farmer's market and I saw these gorgeous dried flowers.
Oh, wow.
They immediately made me think of my altar
Really?
and that feeling of tranquility I'm trying to cultivate.
See, your intuition's already guiding you.
Wow.
Adding those flowers would be a beautiful way to
Yeah.
refresh your altar
Okay.
and bring in like a new energy.
I'm starting to get excited about the possibilities.
Good.
So it's not about like following strict rules,
I'm not
more about staying connected
feeling connected. Yeah.
and allowing the altar to kind of
Evolve
with me.
along with you, yes.
Okay, I like that.
And that connection.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be like a big production.
Hmm.
Even just taking a few minutes each day
Okay.
to sit quietly at your altar,
Yeah.
light a candle, or meditate
Yeah.
can be incredibly powerful.
I can see how that would be grounding.
Yeah.
Like a mini retreat in the midst of just like
In the chaos.
a chaotic day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the more you interact with your altar,
Okay.
the more it will become like
Like a what?
a reflection
Okay.
of your inner world.
Oh.
A space where you can really connect with your deepest self and tap into your own like
What?
wisdom and intuition.
Wow. I hadn't thought of it that way. It's like creating a physical representation of my own spiritual journey.
It is.
This whole deep dive has been such an eye-opener.
I'm glad.
I walked in picturing something out of a movie,
Uh-huh.
and now I'm seeing altars in a whole new light.
That's wonderful to hear.
And who knows, maybe someday I'll be
Yeah.
inspiring others
You never know.
with my own unique altar
Yeah.
and the story it tells.
I love that.
But for now, I'm just excited to get started.
That's a great place to be.
Thanks for guiding me through this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.
It's been truly insightful.
I'm so glad.
And to all of you listening, we hope this deep dive has sparked your curiosity.
Yes.
And maybe even inspired you.
To create your own sacred space,
Until next time,
keep exploring
keep learning.
and keep diving deep.
See ya!